Yo, what's up everybody? How is it going? We're playing Chaos Knight today. This is another replay, so sorry about that, but I still don't have my new computer. And I kind of want to tell you why. So the thing is, I ordered all of my parts for my computer, and this didn't include a graphics card because I thought my graphics card was still fine. But turns out it wasn't. I mean, that's really like the whole story. Oh, by the way, we get ourselves a Nyx assassin here, so I'm just kind of beating him up a bit. Position myself to the side there so I don't get hit by the stun, and that is actually enough to secure us the kill right there, which is pretty damn neat. But anyway, so the thing is that I didn't think I needed a graphics card. I put the computer together. Turns out I do need a graphics card. It's completely toast. Just like pretty much everything else on the computer. The only things that survived were my hard drives and my supply. Now I did order a new graphics card, and it should get here maybe tomorrow, right? I'm really hoping tomorrow. Like the place I ordered it from, they sent me an email this morning telling me that they send it out, and I did order faster shipping, so it should get here tomorrow. But that kind of means that even if it gets here tomorrow, the first time I can really use my new computer is gonna be on Wednesday, because I then have to put in the graphics card and reinstall everything and set everything up and all of that. So yeah, that's kind of the situation. I know it sucks a little bit. What can you do? By the way, this Underlord pulled a big creep wave into the mid here, which was really interesting. It gives a lot of experience to the Warlock. Kind of annoying for me. I wanted to block it, but I wasn't able to actually get a hit in on him. That was kind of my plan, to either hit him or just block it with my body, body block the creeps. Didn't quite work out. Anyway, we are playing support Chaos Knight. Support roaming Chaos Knight, yes. I think you may have noticed already. Just kind of running around the map. And this is a really, really powerful strat. I want to make that clear. This is not a meme. I actually do genuinely believe this is powerful. You can do a ton with it. I'm trying to maybe get this guy. It's dropping very low, but I will have enough mana in just a second. So I throw that out, and then I die. Oh, I don't actually die. Nice. I don't know if we're gonna get this guy though. Yeah, he goes down, but then I think that's a person back that dies. Alright. There's another situation, I think, where I don't know. It's not really that important. We get ourselves the kill. I run over here. I want to grab myself that bounty rune. Because why not? But then there's the Shadow Shaman there, and I'm like, well, that's kind of annoying, but I'm just kind of spam clicking to get the bounty rune. I should be able to get it. Yep, there we go. And then just kind of rolling it out with him a little bit. He is fairly low, but I also don't have any mana, and he hits very hard. So it's just not a great idea per se. But then I get the kill, try to run away, but the Luna, a little bit too fast for me. So very close right there, almost made it out, but didn't quite manage to. I could have maybe denied myself to the creeps right there, which would probably have been better, but hey, what can you do, right? Anyhow, so new computer should be here very soon. I'm just waiting for the graphics card right now, and there's just sadly no way I can really avoid getting a new graphics card. Yeah, just sucks, but what can you do? Anyway, I now have my W, I have my Q. I'm good to go, where we can start beating some people up. There is Warlock in the mid. He is not really paying too much attention, it seems, so I just run in and stun him up. And, well, we start working on him. He closes in on the Drow Ranger. I don't know why he did that. I think he just had that, base idea of, well, it's a Drow Ranger, you know. You close in on the Drow Ranger. So she doesn't have her ultimate, but I mean, she's level 3, so it clearly doesn't have her ultimate anyway. Anyhow. Grab myself that regen rune. I was kind of waiting to see if he wants to take it himself, but then he finally said no. I got myself boots now, right? That's really all you need as Chaos Knight. Just get yourself some boots, beat some people up. And I see this situation. This is great, actually, because I'm right around the corner. And I don't think they're ready for that. So I come in. And we're gonna pull one of them in. I of course want the Luna if possible. Throw out the stun. I'm trying to get the aggro from the tower, but it doesn't quite happen. Still, I managed to kill the Shadow Shaman at least. I'm trying to maybe, but no. The health potion will keep her safe. At least we got the Shadow Shaman, right? Important note about Chaos Knight. Reality Rift is insane. right? It gives -3 armor at level 2, right? It just scales with 2 additional minus armor each level. That's really, really powerful. That's not just mildly powerful. That is super good. By the way, they kind of like catch me here, but I'm fine. Good luck, boys. Alright. I know the Shadow Shaman doesn't have Hex. I know they don't have any other way to stun me right there. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll just get out, right? I'll be fine. By the way, I should have bought a smoke. Kind of a mistake I made. I didn't buy enough smokes in the early game. Just kind of forgot about that. I got myself a bunch of regen instead. Now, the regen is nice anyway, but a smoke would have been handy as well. Anyhow, let me tell you guys why Skype is the biggest piece of shit. Okay, here's what I've gone through with Skype. When was that? Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So I am on my laptop right now, right? And I didn't have I guess I didn't have myself logged into Skype before on the laptop. I thought I did, but apparently not. But so I try and log into Skype, and it doesn't let me. Right? They're telling me that I need to add in a whole bunch of personal information, and I'm just not too keen on that. Right? I do not want to do that. Not interested. This is not a great situation, by the way. Yeah, we went in a little bit too deep right there. Was hoping to maybe get like a high damage roll on that stun, kill the Shadow Shaman, but we just kind of go down. But I guess I didn't have myself logged in before. I logged myself in, and they're just like, hey, can you fill out all of this personal information, like my address, you know, my name, my phone number, and I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to do this. So I just type in some bullshit across the board, right? Like, I just didn't want to give them all of my personal data. Because I gotta be honest with you, like, the data collection that's happening these days, I'm not one of those people that is just like, oh my god, I can't do anything because I'm going to avoid getting all of my data collected as much as possible. No, but like, if I have a choice, you know? So I'm just like, whatever, I'll just fill in some bullshit, right? So I fill in some bullshit. And, then they tell me that my account, that I can't access my account because the age I entered in was less than 13 years old, which again I wasn't paying attention, I just put in some nonsense. Was less than 13 years old, and then I need to get parental permission to be able to log into my account. I need to do that on the Microsoft website. And I'm like, oh my god, okay, you know what, kind of my bad. I am very irritated that I have to, like, that they want that, all of the personal data from me in the first place, but, I mean, really the only thing they complain about is my age, which really my bad. I should have put in an age that is older than 18, right? I should have paid more attention. Okay, I'll take the blame for that. Oh yeah, I'm just like, maybe I can get him? No, it's Warlock. This Bob right there. This is never going to happen. Like, it's just not worth it. But, okay, my bad, right? So I go on the website. And on the website, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, change my age, right? Just, I try to log in again. They're like, hey, is this not is this wrong, right? Like, did you put in the wrong age accidentally or something? I'm like, yes, I clicked that button. And then they're like, okay, enter in your credit card information. We're going to charge you 50 cents to see that you, like, to prove that you're actually an adult. And I'm like, what? Right? I'm like, wait a second, that went, wow, that, really? First of all, why 50 cents? Alright, like, go fuck yourself. And then secondly, really? Like, I went on your website already, just, like, let me fucking have it. You know, like, if a kid works this much to get its account in there, like, just let him have it. Right? That okay? I'm like, well, that's kind of bullshit. I don't want to do that. I didn't want to give them my personal information in the first place. Now I'm in a mood where I'm, like, not at all tempted to give them my credit card information, right? I think that makes sense. Also, this situation, oh no. Not ideal, not ideal. But then, it's kind of like, oh, we're actually doing alright, you know? We actually got a little bit of HP left here, but then the Nux shows up, and I'm like, oh god, I'm out. I got the Luna, I'm happy. I dodged that one, and I'm just like, oh, TP? Please, one time. Alright, we're good. So anyway, killed the Luna again, though. That's really the important thing, right? Like, if you take a look at kills and deaths right here, Luna is currently 1 and 3. That's pretty good. Like, I'm happy about that, right? Especially if you consider that our safe lane carry, the Lycan, is 0, 0, and 3. So, All around. Good news. I don't want to add in my credit card information, but there's another way to change your account, right? So they give you the option of adding in a parent account and then have the parent account confirm that you are an adult. Or that you are not an adult, that you're allowed to use Skype, right? So I do that, right? I sign in, I want to use a parent account. Now I don't have a parent account, so I make one, right? I just like create one on the spot, whatever, just make a new account, add in age 79 or some bullshit. Alright, as if I hadn't learned yet. But I mean, as long as it's older than 18, we're good. But make my parent account, log in. Doesn't work. Just straight up doesn't give me the option of making this account a parent account. I wonder if that's because the account is like too young or something. Alright, but the thing is, I just didn't even have the button. Like so I went back and I logged in with the other account again, and I'm like, add in the button, and then I add in the other account, and it just doesn't fucking work. It doesn't give me an error message, doesn't give me anything. Right? It just does not tell me what is wrong, and I'm like, come on, what the fuck? So at this point, I'm resigned, because I want to get into my Skype to talk to a guy, right? Like, and I want to do that now, because it's kind of somewhat important. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna give them my fucking credit card information. Fuck it. So I go into my other account, my first account, again, and I click on add in credit card information. Site just fucking breaks down. Right? It's just like, oh my god. It just didn't let me add in any information. By the way, I find this lady, and then I'm like, okay, let me beat that up. She doesn't have ultimate. She used it a second ago, right? Oh shit, no, she does. Oh god, no, great. Oh no. I was positive she didn't have ultimate. Now, admittedly, I did push her fairly low, so maybe the Bristle can get her, but with the Warlord coming in, it does seem a little unlikely. But Bristleback, well, he does a lot of damage, and actually enough to get that kill. So, in the end, that was still easily worth it. But it is a little bit silly, right? Dying like that doesn't feel great. Anyhow, I'm like, god damn it, right? So I try to load it like surely 15 times, and the website just doesn't work. There's always some like unknown error where you can't do it. Until finally, it does work after like 15 minutes after I take a break, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just try again later. So I try again later. And it actually lets me enter my credit card information now. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Again, I'm resigned at this point. I'm just like, whatever, I'll just give up. I enter in my credit card information, and they want me to enter my full address to kind of like go along with it. So I try to, but the only country it lets me select is the United States. Alright? Because if you're not American, then you don't get to use Skype, apparently. Alright? The only country it lets me select is the United States. So despite the fact that I'm willing to give them my fucking credit card information and give up everything, right? I'm just like super compliant at this stage. They just don't let me. They're not letting me. Because I'm not from America. And there was no country drop down menu anywhere. Nowhere on the fucking side could I actually change which country I'm from. Now here's the best part. The account that I'm logged in with, right? Or like the account I'm trying to unlock this way is not like it's not. I didn't like put in false information that I'm from America. Right? I actually did put in that I'm from Germany. But they're not letting me put in that I'm from Germany. So I now just couldn't access the account at all. At this point, I just give up, use the other account I made earlier to try and register as a parent account. Just add the guy on Skype. New. I'm just like, dude, I don't fucking know. Right? Like at this stage, I feel like it's easiest to just say my account got stolen or something like that than it is to say, hey, you know, I don't know what even happened. Skype stole my account. They wanted me to add in information that I never needed before. I've had this account for 10 years, and I'm not exaggerating here. I've had this account for 10 years. They've never needed this information before. I accidentally add in the wrong information, and it just completely breaks everything. And I cannot use Skype with this account anymore because they're not letting me log in unless I add in my credit card information. But I can't add in my credit card information because I'm not from America. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Skype is the worst piece of shit in the fucking universe. I don't know why anybody still uses it. No, like, seriously, why do people still use Skype? I don't get it. I don't get it. Right? Like, what the fuck? Why do you even need all of this data? Fucking Microsoft, man. Right? Like, our Google overlords are gonna... Look, when the revolution finally happens, I'm in the camp of Google. I'm not going with Microsoft. I'm not going with Apple. I am sticking with Google. Like, fuck the rest. Why don't you tell me what camp you're in, right? Are you Google or Microsoft or Apple? Like, because that's... Actually, I think Tesla's probably gonna be part of it, too. Like, I imagine Tesla will probably. So it's like the big war of the four, right? So you've got Tesla, Microsoft, Google, and Apple. Well, Tesla is definitely gonna be the underdog there. I'm in the camp of Google. Hello, goodbye. So that's my plan. Anyway, so that was my experience with Skype yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Anyhow, we're playing Chaos Knight here. Just kind of been roaming around 3 and 3 and 9. I've got 2 last hits. I'm definitely not doing any carrying this game. But you can really see the power of this, right? Like, it's just super, super good. Okay, there's this guy. We pull him in. Dead. Right, the minus armor is just so harsh. And then there's this guy. Just stun him up. 4-second stun. What do you even do against that? Right, like, how do you fight against it? It's ridiculous. So, quick pick off. Easy peasy. And, well, all of our carries are actually looking fairly healthy. You know, like, everybody on our team is nice and powerful. I now got my ultimate. I mean, it's not gonna be that significant, but hey. The long-term plan with Chaos Knight support is, of course, to get an Aghanims, right? And Aghanims in this game, in particular, would be rather powerful because we do have a Drow Ranger, right? So, like, Drow Ranger with Aghanims just massive damage. Like, that's just insane amounts of damage. So, that'll be pretty neat. Drow Ranger... Oh, we actually got a little bit of a fight here. Gonna jump in on that Nyx Assassin, but not too much. And they throw out Bomb. They throw out those wards, and I'm just on voice. Go back. I'm just shouting, go back, go back, go back. They used everything. There's absolutely no reason for us to take this fight right there. Because they just used everything they had, and they got nothing for it. Right? What's the point? What's the point? We'll just let them even have the tower. Or maybe we fight over the tower. It doesn't matter as long as we don't fight near the wards. And then there's the Underlord. I get that. Ah, the Luna ultimate though. Ooh, just barely escape. I got healing. So that should keep me safe for the time being. Bristleback hiding over there. He's doing a lot of damage. They're actually kind of getting ground down a little bit. Here we go in right there. The invisibility is too much. Don't have any detection right now, which is a bit unfortunate. We haven't had to deal with invisibility up to this point. Meantime, that fight is still happening. We've got the Luna going down to those creeps and the Witch Doctor. And then everybody else is on the retreat. Our Lycan, by the way, has a Radiance, which I thought was kind of interesting. Unusual, that's for sure, but I can actually kind of see why. He had a really nice early game, you know, no pressure at all. And Radiance is just a powerful item. Lycan is very tanky as well. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely not conventional, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I am not too upset by it either. Right? I go ahead and close in on this Witch Doctor from... Not Witch Doctor, Shadow Shaman from the bottom of this area, because I thought that he would be running down here. And it actually was just barely enough that because I did that, I was able to get the stun on him and prevent him from TPing out. Very, very close call there, but I don't think if I had taken the other path around, I would have gotten that kill. Then there's a Nyx Assassin up here. The question is really, do we have detection? Do we need it? Throw out a stun. Important thing to note here is that I can use a stun and just get hit by Carapace and be fine. Because it still stuns him, right? He's still going to be stunned nonetheless. This Nyx Assassin is dropping very low, but I think he'll survive this one. And then we've got a jump forward. You can see the minus armor just shredding through this dude. He has no chance. We throw out another one of these big old chaos boards on the Warlock and he goes down, no problem. It's just completely overwhelming, right? Like, the important thing here is that the Q and the W are just such amazing abilities for support Chaos Knight. They're incredibly powerful, right? And they enable your team. They have low cooldowns, low mana costs, very powerful effects. They're just great spells. Alright, and I love support Chaos Knight. I think it's so good, so good. It's a lot of fun to play too, because you just get to roam the entire early game. But then there's a Luna, and there's another thing. You position people back towards your team. Right? It's kind of like a miniature pot choke, except it's single target. Like, it's insane. Also applies minus armor. Oh, there's a Nyx assassin there. I wasn't quite able to close that gap. Taking a lot of damage. Shadow Shaman wards come out. I see the Nyx again. I don't really want to go for him if I don't have to. I throw out a stun on the Underlord and then I retreat away. There is the Nyx, and I'm gonna go ahead and dodge that one! Easy game! That was 100% intentional. I just want to make that clear. That was not an accident. I meant to do that one. Was waiting for his stun animation to try and dodge it. And well, I got it, and that's what allowed me to survive right there. 4 of the heroes go down. The only one that's still alive is the Underlord, and now the push continues. Just gonna go ahead and break down this mid right now. We'll see how much we can get done. Alright, that's like a... I don't know. It's always questionable how much you can get done this early. We're only 20 minutes into the game, but we should be able to get at barracks, probably. It's very threatening for them to have me be here, and I get the 4-second stun. That's gonna be an easy pickoff. There's just nothing you can do, you know? Like, you get stunned for 4 seconds, you have that 7 minus armor. How are you gonna go up against it? Now here's where I pick up, I think I go for a Spirit Vessel. I'm pretty sure what I should have gone for is actually a Solar Crest. Right? I think Solar Crest would have been better, but it doesn't really matter too much. Taking quite a bit of damage here. But it's just a Warlock. I don't think he's got ultimate. I wasn't sure, but I'm like, oh, whatever. If he's got it, then I'm dead, I guess. Satsa, in the meantime, gets himself a rampage with that Witch Doctor. I actually want to go back and watch that one really quick, because it's kind of funny that that happened. Because it's not like an instant rampage by any means. Right? So let's go all the way back here. I'm gonna take a look at this one from Satsa's point of view. But yeah, we're just kind of pushing here. And there's the Underlord. I pull him in. Right, again, the minus armor is just super massive. And then we've got the Maledict come out. Underlord does go down. That's the first kill towards Satsa. By the way, don't worry about Rampage right now. That is just Dota being buggy. But that's the number one. Right, and this situation starts. There is the Shadow Shaman over there. He gets that one. That's a double kill. Then we have the Luna. We catch her out as well. Starts beating her up. And another one, that's a triple. That's an ultra. I wouldn't even call any of these steals. This is just getting lucky last hits. And that last one, maybe a bit of a steal for the Rampage. But still funny nonetheless. So that's the Witch Doctor Rampage for the game. Hey, what you doing if you're playing Dota, not getting rampages on a Witch Doctor, right? I always find those people very funny that they're like, go push, while we just broke down their mid barracks and are now pushing their tier 4 towers. I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I didn't plan on doing anything else. But sure, thanks for the encouragement. Bottom barracks goes down as well. They are not looking good. I mean, we're 28,000 gold ahead at 21 minutes. I did think this was a pretty cool game though, although very one-sided. Just because we actually got to see the power of that support Chaos Knight. I got 7 last hits and 21 assists, right? Just roaming around constantly, shutting down the entire map, making sure that that Luna never got online. And, you know, because the Luna was always getting harassed, they kind of limited what the rest of the team could do as well, right? They couldn't roam, they couldn't play safe. It just wasn't anything they... Or not play safe, they couldn't play like aggressively. Kind of the exact opposite. But yeah, they just didn't have that option. I go in right here and I'm like, oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Go ahead and summon some illusions really quick. No, not yet. Alright, no illusions yet. Could have purged off that damage. No, that wasn't really necessary that you take that. Just saying. Bob comes out in the back. I'm just kind of pushing the Ancient. I'm just kind of like, hey guys, I'll just finish this. And I'm like, alright, I guess we summon ourselves some illusions. That should help a bit with pushing. We're not super good at it, seeing as we do absolutely no damage. Jump in on that Luna really quick. That's a kill. That's another one right there. There are those Shadow Shaman wards, but nothing too big, and the creeps will help me finish this one really quick. And that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. Radiant victory. I think there was a Divine Rapier in that game. Not on me, but on the Witch Doctor. Yeah. Pretty sure, but yeah, there was a Divine Rapier on that Witch Doctor right there. I was just roaming, right? Like, that was the entire thing. I was just roaming. I was the lowest GPM for the majority of the game. Actually, look at that. I had nothing. I was at the very, very bottom. But that's because I never hit any creeps. I was always busy fighting. And you can see that even though that's all I did, alright? I was still able to keep up very easily because of Chaos Knight's natural bulk, his naturally great stats, and his abilities are just very powerful. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. I will be back to like my usual quality and all of that soon as I get my new computer. But there's just nothing I can do until then. I hope to see you then. I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.